Hello Capricorn, Elsie here to do a reading for you, my friends. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you. Capricorn, we're going to do a couple of hands. Last week we did oracles and tarot. This week we're going to do just tarot. We're going to do two hands. We're going to pick up a deck. We're going to do one hand and then we're going to clear those cards away. We're going to find out more energy on a second hand. Sometimes those two hands are going to relate to each other. Sometimes they won't. Capricorn, if you're interested in a private reading, please look below this video. Pinned to the top of the comments section is everything you need to get 10% off a private read. Let's find out what's going on with Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Please tell me about Capricorn. What's coming up in the week ahead? Whether you find this today, tomorrow, next year, it's always going to be for the week ahead. And here we go. We've got the 10 of Wands, we've got the 4 of Swords, and we have the Hierophant. It does feel like somebody is trying to heal from a really heavy commitment that they had. And it does feel like it is, I feel like you're starting all over again, Capricorn. It feels like there was a commitment that you had to heal from. The Hierophant is here. It may have been marriage. It doesn't have to be. Could mean that you were living together. You've committed to each other. It feels like you've learned a lot of stuff since the time of this ending. I feel like with the 10 of Wands here, this is the after tarot. You can see he's dropped all the wands except one because he wants to begin again. So I feel like Capricorn that you want to begin again, but before you can find the Hierophant again, before you can find commitment, I feel like you need to heal and actually commit to the self first. So I feel like there's a lot of healing that I feel like you carried around those wands for as long as you could. You didn't make it to town, but I think you're just going to drop them, leave them where they're at, and take the Ace of Wands with you and go on some sort of a new path. Tell me what this new path is all about for Capricorn, please. This new path is coming at the right time. Temperance is always about divine timing, right? It's always about the moment of alchemy. It's happening when it should. It doesn't really have anything to do with whether you're ready or not. I want to say that this is a very, the moment of alchemy is the moment where everything is perfect, right? You can see that they're in perfect balance here, right? 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the earth. So there's water here, but where there was fire, it looks like there's a phoenix possibly rising from the fire. So I want to say that you have been through a lot at this point, and you have finally begun to heal from some sort of commitment that you were in here. We do have the 8 of Cups, and we do have the Hermit card. So it does feel like here with this particular 8 of Cups, you can see she's looking in the cup and wondering, like, is there even anything left here? I want to say that you've gained great wisdom. That there is a love, there's 2 cups here on the ground, right? 2 cups are on the ground. So I want to say that there was a love that I feel somebody walked away from you. Or maybe you sent them away. Take it as it resonates for you. But we do have the 8 of Cups here. We've got 6 cups on the ground. 1, 2, 3, no, 5 cups, sorry. There's 5 cups on the ground. So there is regret and sadness here. I feel like that the healing is coming. I feel like you've been trying to heal all on your own, that maybe you've not been feeling well, or like, the 4 of Swords is a place of mental stability. So I want to say that you've been trying to heal, be by yourself, maybe not talking to other people. This person's hand is not on this sword, but there is somebody who comes to visit once in a while. It does feel with the Temperance card that something is about to happen in divine timing, and it's because you've gotten wisdom as to why either you had to walk away or somebody else did. It feels like this relationship was over. The 2 of Cups is have poured out. One has water. It looks like the other has probably wine, but it looks like you made a decision to release something under the full moon. That's what it looks like here. The Hermit energy. And then we have the Ace of Swords. So we have Virgo energy with the Ace of Swords. I feel like after being by yourself and facing your fears, finding your light, finding your spirit guides, I want to say that you've been spending a lot of time by yourself healing. And I feel as though you come out of this as like a spiritual teacher, that you've got so much wisdom that the Ace of Swords tells me now you're ready to tell others. I want to say that you want to tell them the tale about how you had your blinders on here, that you've had blinders on for a while, and it feels like you have some wisdom to share. We've got the Hierophant that's here. Because the Hierophant, yes, is a book learner, right? They learn about scripture, learn about the universe. They are about learning lessons, going on the straight path, being very normal and moral. Well, I don't know if I was supposed to say normal. I think it's more moral than anything, because normal's is setting on the washer to dryer, right? That's all it is. But we have the Ace of Swords here, and I feel like with the Ace of Swords that now you're ready to express yourself, tell other people how you arrived at your happiness through being in hermit energy, that you lost everything. It feels like I'm telling the story of someone who lost it all, who lost it all. It became so burdensome you had to drop it, but you knew you had to keep moving. So you took the Ace of Swords and you re-upped here. And I feel like because of your resilience, because of your ability to keep moving, to keep healing, to keep going, to really look at yourself and look at that empty cup and realize why it's empty. Not only just know that the two have poured out, one in your hand. I feel like it was something that you're now acknowledging. You're really gaining wisdom as to why you did that. And now it's time for you to share that with other people with the Ace of Swords. We've got the Four of Wands here, which tells me that you carried on from whatever this poor relationship was, this poor commitment. I feel whatever it was, I feel like you cut away whoever wasn't whoever wasn't working. And I feel like you're in this really happy place now. I want to say that you've settled down, King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, that you've settled down. And I feel like the Four of Wands is telling me that you are right on track. It's almost like you were stuck somewhere. You didn't realize that you were impeding your own process. And then all of a sudden you just decided to drop the burdens and move forward. And I feel like now we're looking at this energy here where you are quite happy in your stable home with your financial stability. And then we have the Moon energy. And the Moon energy is something is not as it seems. Tell me why the Moon energy is here. We have the Queen of Swords, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the Two of Swords. Very interesting. So you go from this place of feeling like less than, feeling like you're doing it all on your own and somebody has abandoned you, to realizing that this person never really loved me. It feels like it comes to a place of knowing. Like it feels like what people don't see. I want to say what people don't see because the Moon energy is here. The things that they can't see that are in the dark is that you've become the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. And now people are going to begin to fight over your energy. They're going to be able to, like, I know that this is two swords and I know what that means, right? But we do see the After Tarot shows two people, each of them holding a sword. And it almost feels like people are coming to blows trying to get into your energy because now you're completely abundant. There you are, right there is Capricorn energy. And not only that, but you are somebody who's very honest and truthful, someone who is ready to speak the truth, no matter how dark it gets. I'm just going to give you the straight goods. And I feel like it puts you in a position where people are kind of like fighting now to have your energy, like to be in energy with you. We do have the Seven of Swords, we have the Death card, and we have the King of Cups. Interesting. Transformational love coming in. I feel like whoever is the person in your life who tried to get away with something, I'm going to say that was back here, this bad commitment that you ended up in. I feel like that person, I feel like karma is coming for them. I'm just going to say, because this person is going to be caught in a lie. I feel like this person is trying to get away with something. They think they've gotten away with it, Capricorn, but they have not. I feel like karma is coming at them. Knight of Swords is here, charging in, really hard charging in. I feel like this person is no longer going to be able to hide the secrets and the lies that they thought that they were hiding from you. I feel like you end up meeting somebody here. Somebody here in the future. I'll leave that there. The Knight of Swords is here. I feel like somebody is charging in, It's somebody who's quite confident, actually. They're emotionally available. This person's emotionally intelligent. They are also someone who has the ability to love you very deeply because they love themselves very deeply. I feel like this person is charging in and in a very confident way. So what I want to say is that it looks like you're giving things up here. You could be the person who's in this relationship that's just not working for you, that you feel like you need to heal from. I feel like you're about to go on some sort of a journey. And although you'll end up out of this relationship and alone, I feel like the universe does not leave you out to dry. I feel like Temperance and Hermit is here to help you with this. Tell me what the outcome is here. We do have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the King of Swords in the reverse. And we have the Page of Wands. I feel like the person that you were in the commitment with, I feel like you're no longer speaking with them because they weren't putting any effort or energy into this connection. And I feel like you jumped a timeline is what I want to say. Whenever I see the Page of Wands, it's like the Page of Wands is the one who goes on the new path and they're jumping the timeline. You left someone in the back. You left someone alone there. And you just walked away from them. Because of the King of Swords in the reverse, this person was someone who was into gameplay. They weren't honest. They were untruthful, right? They're showing up as a Seven of Swords. They were someone who was not truthful with you, someone who was quite a liar, someone who is not dealing in logic or reason, someone who was like pinning things on you. And I feel like you were just straight with them and you cut them out. You weren't dealing with the shenanigans anymore. So I feel like there is something, if you're the person who is now at this place, I feel like that there is someone coming in who is actually ready to fight for you. They're ready to fight over you. So they see your worth immediately, and they see that you are the Queen of Swords. See, the King of Swords in the reverse made you the Queen of Swords. This person taught you a lesson, and that was to stand up for yourself, liberate yourself from the situation, be truthful and honest, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm thinking. I'm not scared of you. I feel like this person here, this King of Cups, sees your worth immediately. They see that you're stand-up-ish. They see that you are very honest and truthful. They see that you're abundant in your own right, that you really don't need them, and they're willing to fight for you. I think I love that. We do have the Knight of Pentacles. It's taking them forever to get here, but I feel like this is what's coming up for you here. So pick your part in the story here. I'm not really sure where you are, but we do have the Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. We have Scorpio here. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. More Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. We do have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Taurus energy. Right. One more hand for you, Capricorn. Tell me more about Capricorn, please. What else does Capricorn need to know for the week ahead? Second hand for Capricorn. What else does Capricorn need for the week ahead? What else do we need to tell Capricorn for the week ahead? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Capricorn. We have the Four of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. I feel like you're about to get a bunch of attention, I think. I feel like you're holding on to some type of victory. There is something I feel that you really want to accomplish, something that you really want to do. I feel like you're already doing that thing, but I feel like what's coming is that you are about to get attention, a lot of attention for whatever it is that you're doing here. A lot of attention, people who really see you as very desirous and very good looking, very sexy, very, I'm going to call it delicious, feminine or masculine. It feels like you're in the on the stage, you're in the public eye, you've got the spotlight is on you, so I feel like you're going to be getting a lot of attention. Now, you've been holding on or holding back from this victory because I don't think that you like the attention. You're not necessarily, unless you have, fire in the rising or the moon, you're not necessarily someone who will garner attention or who loves attention. Tell me about this. Why are you getting all this attention? I think that you've been holding back from getting the spotlight because you don't want to create a hubbub here. We do have the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Lovers. Oh, it does feel like the reason you don't want a spotlight is because you don't want someone to see you. There is somebody here who broke your heart, and I feel like it is somebody who has a very deep connection to you, someone that possibly you had a physical relationship with, but I feel like somebody's going to offer you a spotlight, to explain that, it's like maybe you're a person who has a small business. Maybe you're a person who owns a flower shop and you have a small business, and somebody's like, Beyonce's getting married. Can you do the flowers? Do you know what I mean? I'm sure it's not that much of a contrast of energy, but it feels like the biggest opportunity ever that's going to throw a really big spotlight on you. And I feel like you're worried that the person that you don't want to find you, or the person that rejected you and you'd rather not have anything to do with them, the one who disappointed you or broke your heart emotionally, put you into this emotional tailspin. I feel like you don't want that person to know where you are, who you're with. You don't want them to be able to find you, talk to you, and give you attention. Tell me why this is here. Tell me about the Lovers. Yeah, this is someone that I feel you had been in a relationship with. At some point, I feel you two were really happy together, but it turned bad because somebody here thought that they were getting away with something. Somebody was very deceiving. Somebody was lying and thought that they were going to get away with it here. Seven of Pentacles is in the reverse. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse is like, I don't want to wait anymore. It's also somebody who's not putting as much effort or nurturing into something that they should. It's like it stopped growing, I want to say. This Ten of Pentacles stopped growing. Ten of Cups. When we go from the Ten of Cups, is the end of the cycle, right? But when you're in love, like when you're in love in a relationship or in a family situation, we go to the 10, which is the end of the cycle. Then we renew with the Ace and we keep going back to the 10, right? So I feel like it went to the 10 and stopped. It feels like you found out that somebody was not being honest with you. They stopped putting in their level of energy. You were doing all the work. They weren't helping you out with it. It feels like somebody here thought that they were going to get away with something. Tell me about the Seven of Swords, please. And you found out about it. It was a realization that this person was lying about this long-term happiness. This person stopped putting energy into the connection, and you had some sort of a realization. Like, see, that's the thing about soulmates, y'all. Like, I talk about it all the time. Just because they're a soulmate, it doesn't mean that you can't break it off or let them go. Not all soulmates are healed. And a lot of them, and that's why I think it's sort of a backwards way to say it, but I have heard other people call it a karmic soulmate. Some soulmates are put in your path just to teach you lessons. It's not someone you're supposed to be with for the rest of your life. That's why it's really important for you to stay out of the doorway, right? Stop playing traffic cop. Just let people come in and out as they will, and if they go, let them go. And if they arrive, greet them. And if they decide to go, let them leave. I feel like this Tower here is telling me that you realize that somebody really wasn't putting as much effort in to this relationship as you were. And you came to a realization that there was something super toxic going on under the surface here. And so you had to be courageous. So I want to say that what this person was hiding was the devil energy. That this person either had an addiction or they were doing something obsessively that was hurting them spiritually, financially, personally, possibly. I think that the Tower came down and you got to see the devil for who they were. And I think that you had to be courageous because now you realize why they weren't putting in the effort here. Yeah, you had to go on a new path here. It feels like you did leave. Hang on. Tell me why the devil's here, please, for Capricorn. Why is the devil here? The Tower fall and you got to see this person for who they were. I think they were actually the devil, or in the devil energy. We do have the Hermit energy, we have the Eight of Swords, and we have the Nine of Cups. So you go from being the happiest ever to complete silence. I feel like you pull away from this person, you stop talking to them, now you're in your head, because something here that they were lying about comes to the surface. There's another love interest somewhere else. This person was presenting to you as the King of Cups, but they weren't. They were someone who was in love and was carrying on romantic relationships with someone else, possibly an Aquarius, possibly another Scorpio, Pisces, or a Cancer. We do have the Hierophant here. You are actually in a commitment with this person. And I feel like now you start to overthink the commitment. It's time for you to end it. Yeah, it's time for you to end it because the Page of Pentacles tells me that you're on this brand new path here. So I don't know if this is something that's already happened, but for some of you, it's about to happen in the future, and I'm sorry. But I think I'm just blowing the lid off of something that maybe you've been feeling. I'm not telling you if you're having a good relationship right now, this is not your reading. This is somebody who is going to feel this energy and know that I'm talking about them. Because it feels like that this person kept going in and out, dipping in and out of this relationship saying, yeah, you're my soulmate, which I think was true, but I feel like this soulmate ended up breaking your heart, like ended up breaking you emotionally. And it could be because they were very, I think they were hard on you, I want to say. Virgo energy here. Virgo is very hard on themselves, and so they accept some sort of level of perfection from other people around them because they're a perfectionist. Look, being a perfectionist is nothing to be proud of. It's not. That is a mental issue that you need to work out. Being a perfectionist means that you have no control of your life, so you have to control everything around you. And so I feel like you were living with someone who was like that. You were in a commitment with someone who was like that. When you finally got to the Eight of Swords and said, I got to get out of here. I got to do something because I'm living with the devil. So I feel like you do end it. I'm going to say, for those of you who have not gone through this already, I feel like it is coming to an end. Tell me what the outcome is here. Tell me what else happens after the Death card, please. Look, I feel like this person was hanging on to you, like onto your ankles and holding you down from your greatness, I want to say, because after the ending here, you actually go on to work on really hard on yourself and become the emperor, feminine or masculine. I feel like you work hard, double time. Things get very busy. You're juggling all sorts of things. 8 and 2 is 10. 10 pentacles. I feel like you start making money hand over fist. You start being blessed by the universe, whether it's money, good health, good mental health, whatever it is. 10 pentacles is abundance. It's a big amount of something, right? So it could be money, but I feel like once you finally release this person from your life, look, I feel like they were a soulmate, but I also feel like there was something else going on, that they were servicing someone else or giving someone else their love in the DMs. That's what it feels like here, because all of this energy comes up on the Seven of Swords. What was going on that you couldn't see? That this person was sharing their love energy, their romantic energy, and saying things like, I really hope we can get together. I hope we can make this work. Like, it's like they were, there are some people who get into relationships, right? And they still need to have validation from other people. So, she'll go out and dress like in barely anything because she wants other guys to look at her, even though she's on his arm. Same thing, guys do the same thing, right? So sometimes they just want other women to look at them and desire them, even though they're with their person. This person took it to the next level. They actually started to speak to someone in DMs or see other people on the side. I think you found out about that. I think that's what was going on. I think you realized it and then you walked away. That's what it feels like here with the Hanged Man and the Eight of Cups. I'm going to leave that right here. Thank you so much for coming and watching here. I do appreciate you, Capricorn. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you guys. Bye-bye.